Alright guys, in today's market, there's a lot of different options for what type of There's a lot of different types of options for what microphone you can use while recording a video. That's why I think this is very important. I would honestly prefer to record in like 720p and have great audio than like 4K and have mediocre audio. Like, that's how important audio is to me. And sometimes choosing that audio is very hard because you don't really know what to spend your money on. It's your hard-earned money. You don't know what type of setup you need. Some people, this just doesn't come naturally. They don't know what to get and what to do. So we're going to go over a few options. This video is sponsored by Fifine. They did send out the product that I'm reviewing today for review and for me to use on my daily activities, but this video is a little bit more than that. You're going to get a little bit more knowledge, and hopefully the next time you're trying to buy something on the internet, it can help you choose the correct thing so you're not kind of wasting your money. So real quick, right off the bat, I can move this thing out of the way because I'm not even using it. Oh, whoa, you didn't see that one coming, did you? That was kind of cheesy. So if you can tell from my area, I have a microphone clipped to my hat. So you see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of content creators have mics clipped onto their body. They have them on their hats. This is the Fifine M9. So this is a wireless lavalier mic system. If you guys don't know what a lavalier mic is, it's a mic that essentially clips onto your body. I have an old style lavalier that is wired, so I guess it's not really old, but it's just the way that it used to be, a few years ago. So there's this long ridiculous wire. This would feed through. So there's a long cable that would reach all the way over to either your phone or your computer. You would run this under your shirt and you would have lavalier micage. This was great. I used this for content creation for a very long time, especially when you're like on the wheel, like using the wheel and stuff. It's just cumbersome to have a giant boom arm like in the way. It just kind of ruins the shot. It's not really appealing, so you would lav yourself up. Another option that I don't own is a boom microphone. So a boom microphone is a mic that can pick up very far away and it's very direct and pointed. I'll probably throw a photo or an image or something on the screen. Another microphone that you can have is a kind of like one of these microphones, like a studio microphone. So this microphone is designed to pick up really close, doesn't really pick up far away. With this mic in particular, this is from Fifine as well. This you can either run USB directly into your computer, or you can use an XLR cable that goes into a dedicated sound mixing machine thingy that Fifine also makes. As you can tell, I'm Fifine treats me well, okay? So with that being said, that comes down to what type of microphone is good for your application. Are you going to be gaming? Are you going to be at your desk? Or are you going to be out in the real world filming things, running around doing stuff? This is a DJI Osmo action camera. So this is a kind of like point and shoot little, you put it down, hit the button, and it just records. It does everything automatically. You can buy these little adapters, right? You can buy these little adapters, and then you can connect your microphone on the back and a charging thing, and then you can have a mic. So usually I have a shotgun mic, a little boom microphone on here. So when I'm vlogging, being a nerd, a YouTube nerd, hi, look at me guys, I'm vlogging, I have this on there, and that's what I use. That's what I've used for a while. My old main channel videos, this is what I use. So everything that I use is on this. But now I don't have to do that anymore. I can attach the Fifine M9 receiver on here, connect it via the cable, and I can just have a wireless microphone attached to me. And then also too, if I have someone else with me that also needs to be mic'd up, I have another option. All right, I'm gonna mute this one because it picks up both audios. So here's the microphone, very small. I'm sure I have B-roll rolling. So this can be given to someone else, or if you're doing something that requires sound on that thing itself and sound from my mic, you can do that too. Or when this one dies because you've been recording all day, you have another microphone that's already ready in the charging case. Like, why would you not? That's crazy. Okay, well, you're thinking to yourself, wow, this is great and all. So how much does it cost? Because money is very important. Right now, this device costs around $60 to $70. Everything is fluctuating given the current financial situations of the economy you know, this may change to go up or down, X, Y, Z. We're not going to, you know, talk about that. That's not this type of video. Now, I've seen a lot of reviews on this product, and people say that they don't like it because it doesn't record on board, which I understand how that could be a problem. But personally, I don't like recording things on board because that is just one more audio source, one more failure point that I can't control. So like if something gets corrupted, if I lose the receiver, or if it's like if the footage just didn't turn out good, I don't know. If I'd never hit record, and then if I do have the footage and I get in editing and I can't match it right because I'm incompetent. So there's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of variables when you do a recording off-board system. So that's something to think about. This doesn't record on board. It has to be directly connected. Real quick before we move on, as you notice, this thing is only USB Type-C. With the Fifine M9, comes with a nice little carrying case. Kind of hard.
What do you mean by that?
With the M9, you can open it up. There's also these are called dead cats. You put them on the ends to block out wind noise and just that low noise if you're in like a crowded room. So I'm using one of the adapters now, but it comes with 3 different adapters. So I'm gonna put them all B-roll. B-roll, guys, come on. So there's gonna be your camera one. There's one for your phone, so it's a USB-C to this thing that goes into the actual camera. And then there's the one I'm using now for the phone. So one thing that I found with the M9 that was kind of like, I get it why it wasn't there, but it kind of sucks, is, so I still have an iPhone 14 Pro. It still uses the old Lightning connector. It was the year right before they went to the USB-C with the 15s. So they didn't include a 3.5 millimeter to Lightning adapter. It's only USB-C, which I understand. All that stuff's supposed to be phased out anyways, and luckily I had an adapter for the little guy right there. Luckily I had a headphone adapter that would go in, so it didn't really matter to me, but it was kind of like one of those things like, damn, my phone's already old. Okay, so we've kind of covered everything else. So let's talk about microphone placement. I feel like I've already spent 10 minutes boring you guys with lame excuses to buy this microphone. Let's kind of just move the mic around. It's going to be a little noisy, a little disorientating, but I just want to show you guys the importance of having something like this first near your mouth, right? Don't put a mic down here on your boobie and be like, I don't know why the audio sounds like I'm 10 feet away from the microphone. That's why it needs to be, the closer the better, obviously, to your mouth, the better the audio is going to be. Real quick, there's a button on the side here. This is called noise canceling mode. Don't use it. It makes your voice sound like you're in 2059 and you're like a robot dancing in the wind. I'm sure it works great for blocking out noise, but personally, whatever noise situation you're in, it's probably going to be worth capturing compared to the audio quality you're getting. So yeah, don't use that. If you click the power button, that is the mute button. One thing that I have a problem with is when you click the button, you click the button. So it defeats the purpose of muting if you're trying to be discreet or whatever. So here, look. Alright, and then obviously when you turn it back on, you don't hear me click because the mic's already muted. So it's just one of those things. Maybe it's hard to go again. It's like hard to fix that because the mic is the unit, so you can't do much. So as far as placement goes, the manual recommends you place it on your neck. I don't really like this approach because like if you have a beard even longer than mine, when you turn, like why is it not rubbing? Oh, it's my shirt. Alright, so when you turn, you can see that it's rubbing. So this will work, it'll get you by, but I honestly don't recommend it. I like the pinch and grab method. You just kind of do that, and that's a good spot. I can already tell by looking at the meter. That's a good location right there. So if you're not wearing a hat, that's a good option, but obviously it messes up your shirt. Another good option too is if you grab like a lanyard, you can put a lanyard on yourself and then put the lanyard on, put the mic on the lanyard. I think that would be a great option as well. Another thing too, you could probably 3D print a little holder for this, so you can use it like a little microphone if you're doing like real life interviews or something, or whatever the case is. But yeah, this is a great microphone. I'm definitely going to be using it in the main channel, the gaming channel. The main reason why I wanted this was when I'm doing my sim racing videos, the boom mic in front of my face is just so disorienting. So I'm excited to use something different like this thing. So this thing is absolutely awesome. Super happy with the audio quality. If you guys definitely need to go are in the market for one of these, definitely go use the links down below. Make sure I get a little bit of kickbacksies, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully this video kind of informed you of what type of microphones you can use for what situation. And if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Hit me up on Discord. We have an amazing community down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and bye.